Hi, I'm Emma Bellamy. Today we're diving into the incredible life of Albert Einstein, a name that's become synonymous with genius. But Einstein was much more than equations and theories. His story is one of perseverance, curiosity, and humanity. How did a quiet, rebellious boy grow into a global icon who transformed science forever? Stay with me as we uncover his journey, his struggles, and his impact on the world. Trust me, this story will inspire you in ways you never expected.
The early years, a boy who didn't fit in. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany. From the start, he was different. He didn't speak fluently until he was 4 years old, leading his parents to worry that something was wrong. His teachers thought he was slow because he often daydreamed during class. They even called him mentally slow, a label that would haunt him in his early years. But Albert wasn't slow. He was reflective. He spent hours staring at the world around him, wondering how it all worked. As a child, he became fascinated by a compass his father gave him. No matter how he turned it, the needle always pointed north. This sparked a lifelong curiosity about invisible forces, a curiosity that would later revolutionize our understanding of the universe. Even as a young boy, Albert questioned authority. He disliked the rigid structure of the schools he attended, often clashing with teachers who insisted on rote memorization rather than creativity. But at home, his mother nurtured his love for music, teaching him to play the violin, which became a lifelong passion. His father encouraged his curiosity by providing books and tools to experiment with. Albert's family may not have understood his brilliance yet, but they never stifled his imagination. The struggles of a young scientist. Despite his intelligence, Einstein's academic journey was anything but smooth. He dropped out of high school at 16, frustrated by its rigid structure, and later struggled to gain admission to the prestigious Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich. After finally being accepted, he found the traditional teaching methods uninspiring and often skipped lectures to study on his own. When he graduated in 1900, he faced yet another challenge. No one would hire him. He applied for academic positions at universities but was rejected repeatedly. For 2 years, Einstein was unemployed, struggling to support himself and his new wife, Mileva. Eventually, he took a job as a clerk at a patent office in Bern, Switzerland. At first glance, this seemed like a dead end. But Einstein used the quiet hours at the patent office to work on his own ideas. He called it his Office of Theoretical Physics, jokingly referring to the time he spent scribbling equations on scraps of paper. It was here, in this unassuming job, that Einstein began to develop the theories that would change the world. The miracle year of 1905. In 1905, at the age of 26, Einstein published 4 groundbreaking scientific papers in a single year, a feat that's now called his miracle year. One of these papers introduced the famous equation E equals mc squared, which revealed the relationship between energy and mass. But Einstein didn't just stop there. He also proposed the theory of special relativity, which challenged centuries of scientific understanding. These ideas weren't just revolutionary, they were audacious. They contradicted the work of established scientists and forced people to rethink the nature of time, space, and energy. Imagine being a young, unknown scientist daring to rewrite the rules of the universe. That's exactly what Einstein did. The man behind the genius. Outside the world of science, Einstein was a deeply human figure. He was known for his humor, humility, and unshakable belief in the power of imagination. He once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world." Einstein wasn't just a scientist. He was a passionate advocate for peace and human rights. As a Jewish man, he fled Nazi Germany in 1933, moving to the United States, where he used his platform to speak out against fascism and racial inequality. He even wrote letters to influential leaders, including President Roosevelt, urging action against Hitler's regime. At the same time, Einstein's personal life was complex. He endured a difficult marriage, struggled to connect with his children, and often felt isolated despite his fame. Yet through it all, he remained committed to his work and his principles. Einstein's legacy: redefining the universe. Einstein's greatest contribution to science was his theory of relativity, which redefined how we understand the universe. He showed that time and space are not fixed, but flexible, bending and stretching in response to gravity and motion. This idea was so groundbreaking that even Einstein himself doubted it at first. But years later, during a solar eclipse, astronomers confirmed his theory when they observed the bending of starlight around the sun. His work laid the foundation for modern physics and inspired countless discoveries, from black holes to the Big Bang theory. Even technologies we use today, like GPS systems, rely on Einstein's theories. But Einstein's legacy isn't just about science. It's about his unyielding curiosity, his refusal to give up despite countless failures, and his belief that knowledge should serve humanity. He taught us that the greatest discoveries come not from certainty, but from asking questions. Fun anecdotes and lesser-known facts. His quirky habits. Einstein often wore mismatched socks and hated combing his hair. He believed in simplicity and didn't waste time on appearances. The Nobel Prize. Surprisingly, Einstein didn't win the Nobel Prize for relativity. Instead, he won it in 1921 for his work on the photoelectric effect, which laid the foundation for quantum physics. His love for music. Einstein once said, "If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician." He often played the violin to relax and even performed in small gatherings. The refugee advocate. Einstein helped countless Jewish scientists escape persecution during World War II, using his fame and influence to secure visas for them.
Albert Einstein wasn't just a man of science, he was a man of humanity. His life reminds us that greatness isn't about being perfect, it's about being curious, resilient, and willing to challenge the status quo. So, what questions are you curious about? What inspires you to think differently? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this journey through Einstein's life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Until next time, keep asking questions and keep dreaming big.